Ever scroll through the news and just, start to lose a little faith in humanity?
Yeah, it can be rough out there.
It really can. But that's why today we are diving into a corner of the internet specifically designed to restore that faith. We're talking about humans being bros.
Ah, a classic.
Uh,
A beacon of positivity.
really is. So it's a subreddit, obviously, dedicated to showcasing, well, the best of humanity.
It's fascinating how popular these kinds of communities are, Like, it speaks to something innate in us, this desire to see good in the world, even if it's just through a screen.
Totally. And humans being bros, they don't just highlight everyday politeness. They have rules, like specific rules about emphasizing genuine acts of kindness. It's about going above and beyond.
Right, those moments where you're like, okay, humanity's not so bad after all.
Exactly. Like there was this one story, this guy lost his wedding ring on a beach,
Oh, no.
a crowded beach, and like, complete strangers all joined in on this massive treasure hunt to help him find it.
See, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. That's that good stuff.
Right. Makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
It's like scientifically proven too.
Yeah.
Witnessing acts of kindness, it triggers the release of oxytocin, the love hormone.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
And then that makes us feel good and want to be kinder ourselves.
It's a whole beautiful cycle.
It really is.
And it's not just your average everyday people either. Remember that post about the professional wrestler?
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
He took the time to create this truly special moment for a fan who was battling cancer.
It's like you were saying, even small gestures, right?
Yeah.
Especially during tough times, those small gestures make a huge difference.
Huge. There's that saying, right? Like, the best way to cheer yourself up is to cheer someone else up.
The helper's high is real. It's amazing for both people involved, the giver and the receiver.
Speaking of giving, this brings us to an interesting point.
Yeah.
So our Ramis Being Bros has this related community section, and, well, there's Ranimals Being Bros,
Of course.
with almost 7 million members.
Animals being bros is just the purest thing.
Right. But then you have our people being jerks, significantly smaller following. What's up with that? Why do we love seeing animals being kind so much more than we like seeing it in people?
That's interesting, isn't it? It could be that, well, with animals, we don't necessarily expect that kindness, So when we see it, it's extra special.
That makes sense. Like it feels pure somehow.
Oh.
Or maybe it's more about us, like we're so starved for connection and positivity these days that seeing it in animals, it just hits different.
Yeah, maybe. It's like these online communities, they offer us this curated space, right? A little haven of positivity in a world that often feels, well, kind of chaotic.
A little digital hug.
Exactly.
It's like we need that reminder sometimes,
Yeah.
that good things are still out there.
100%. And honestly, these online communities, they can be a powerful tool against that negativity bias we all have.
Oh, you mean like how our brains tend to focus on the bad stuff more than the good?
Exactly. Our brains, they just love to latch onto negativity. But by actively looking for stories about kindness and compassion, we can actually retrain our brains to focus more on the positive.
So it's not just about entertainment then. It's like a mental health exercise almost.
Think of it that way if you want. Seriously, though, positive emotions, they do wonders for us. Reduce stress, build resilience, even improve physical health. There's a reason people say laughter is the best medicine.
It's true when you think about it. And taking that moment to like really soak it in, appreciate those positive stories, it makes a difference. It's not just passive scrolling.
Intentional positivity. Love it. But this brings us to a really interesting question, one I've been thinking about a lot lately. Are these online communities, are they a real reflection of human nature, do you think?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or are they just like these carefully selected snippets of positivity, like a highlight reel, in a world that isn't always so pretty?
Yeah, I mean, you don't exactly see people posting about like their worst moments or their arguments on Hearst humans being drove.
Right. So it's not the full picture. But I don't think that diminishes the value of these positive stories. Not at all.
How come?
Think of it like a garden. Stay with me here.
Okay, I like where this has gone.
So you cultivate a garden, right? You choose what to plant, what to weed out. These online communities, they're kind of the same way. We're choosing to cultivate a space where kindness and compassion can thrive.
So even if it's not, the full reality of what's out there, it's still a valuable glimpse into what we're capable of as humans.
Exactly. It's a reminder that we have the power to choose what we focus on, what we nurture online and offline, and that's a powerful thing.
It really is. So you're scrolling through your feed and you see that story, the one where someone went above and beyond, helped a stranger, maybe even an animal in need,
Yeah.
and it sparks something in you, and you think, hey, maybe I could do something like that too. It doesn't have to be huge. Maybe you're just a little nicer to the barista making your coffee.
Or you hold the door for someone, donate a few bucks to a good cause.
Right. Every little bit helps.
And that's the real magic of these communities, you know? They remind us that kindness is contagious.
It's like that quote, what is it? Be the change you want to see in the world. Cheesy, but true.
Totally. And hey, maybe you'll even inspire someone to make a post on Our Humans Being Bros about your act of kindness. How cool would that be?
Full circle. Well, I think we've done our deep dive into the wonderful world of humans being bros for today.
It's been a feel-good conversation for
It
sure.
really has. And remember, you don't need a subreddit to be a force for good in the world. Go out there and spread those good vibes, folks.
That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. Until next time, stay curious.